Hey guys, we're building this budget john boat build, and I want to show you a really good alternative to aluminum hatches and also to wood hatches. So first I want to condemn wood hatches because they don't last. Now a wooden deck, just wooden stationary panels that are going to make up the rest of this boat, that is actually where wood kind of shines. It does really good. You rip open an old tracker or bass tracker or something from back in the day and you're taking off the deck's still pretty much there. It's just the carpet that's gone, which is why you got to remove it to begin with. Otherwise, you just leave it on there. So wood in and of itself does really good on the stationary panel. So you can do it nice and budget it that way. But wood does not do good for hatches. It just doesn't. Starts to warp, starts to fail. If you put struts on them, they fail within, sometimes months. They just don't do really good opening and closing all the time. They just start to do the organic thing and kind of warp and fail. And generally within a year, you start to see pretty significant problems with a lot of people's wood hatches. And the things you have to do to make the wood hatches last, say like 5 or 10 years, it's so much work and money that you might as well buy aluminum hatches. So what's a good median there? These plastic hatches are really cost effective. They are really not that expensive per hatch. When you consider their aluminum hatch counterpart, these are a really great cost-friendly alternative. But it's not only that. They come with, pretty, I don't know what this is called, non-skid? Yeah, they already come with their own non-skid molded into the hatch. Then you look under here, nice generous gussets to give you support. So if you're worried about being a little heavy and whether or not these will support you, to my knowledge, that's a lot of support there. So my guess is that they would. But the bigger thing here is that this is actually a waterproof hatch. This is trim lock all the way around, and these levers here, the actual latches, those compress. Once you close them, they compress down on this and really seal that lid to that trim lock. And so the chance of water getting into the hatch, pretty slim. I'm actually pretty excited about this. I didn't pay a whole lot of money for these hatches at all, but I have formulated them in such a way to make a nice, good deck here. Now, a lot of people don't like them because they're having a wood deck and they're cutting out the hole size for the hatch and then putting them on top of the deck. At that point in time, they stick up a 1/2 inch, and people really hate the 1/2 inch lip raise, and I could see why. But in this case, because we're using one of our build from scratch kits from tvnation.net, these aluminum frames, we're able to piece them all together like an actual deck, put finishing pieces in between here, put stationary panels all around the side with wood, and have a really nice budget deck that's extremely effective, and I can access all my gear at will. And that's how we're doing this budget build. So you got to stay tuned and watch the rest of it as we unfold it on both long form and short. Guys, subscribe, like, leave a comment. Thanks.